Welcome to Mac the Maverick, where we talk all things well-rounded womanhood, like taking care of your skin. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here and you decided to stop by. And if you're not new here, thanks so much for coming back. I'm glad to have you. I mentioned earlier in the spring that I had a boatload of skincare products to try and review, but that I couldn't really test them all at the same time because you can't really test them all at the same time. So I've been gradually working through reviewing some things for you all on this channel. If you've been around a while, you've probably seen my skincare routine. I have things that I do every morning and every night, and also things I do through the week to help give my skin a boost. And I primarily use the Inky List products for my daily skincare, and I had been using Laneige products for my treatments, but I've had the opportunity for the past several months to integrate some new products into the rotation. So I received the 6 peptide skin booster from CosRX, as well as the Elizabeth Arden Prevage soft cream from Influnenster and CosRX and Liz Arden in exchange for my honest review. And I also purchased the Murad Environmental Shield Vita C Triple Exfoliating Facial, and I have worked these into my routines, my daily routines, and my weekly self-care skincare, if you will call it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk you through me doing my skincare using these products, and then I will come back and give you all my final thoughts. All right, y'all, so I have just washed my face and steamed my face. Pores don't open and close, that's a myth, but you can use the steam to help loosen the dirt and debris out of your pores. So that's what I've done, and now it's time to exfoliate. And I'm super excited because I've been using the Murad Vita C Triple Exfoliating Facial for a while. I was previously using e.l.f.'s peeling exfoliator. Spoiler alert, didn't really like it. I've also used The Ordinary's Aha Beehive Peel, which was effective, but y'all, that thing is strong. But I did end up finding this exfoliating facial, which is like the perfect marriage of all the different types of exfoliation. So it tells us to massage onto clean, damp skin using a circular motion until the formula changes from orange to an even white color, and you can leave it on up to 10 minutes. I'm gonna redampen my face just a little bit because it's starting to dry, but I'm gonna do just a little bit. And as normal, y'all, I can't see myself, so hopefully I am getting this all on and even and correct. But yeah, I'm starting to realize that I kind of prefer like an exfoliating cream to a treatment like the Aha Beehive Peel. And with that e.l.f. peel, I felt like it was more gimmick than effectiveness. Like it would create these little peels on your face, and it's like, is that dead skin cells, or is it just something built in to make you think that it's doing something? And I just never felt like I got a great benefit out of it. I think that's on pretty good. Try to get a little bit closer to my hairline without getting it in my hair. And there is that. So in terms of this peel, or exfoliator, I'm sorry. Basically, it's supposed to rival the effects of microdermabrasion, and of course the exfoliation itself is gonna clear your skin and help prepare it for any kind of serums and treatments and moisturizers to follow. But it is a triple action type formula. So it's got 3 components. It's got an enzymatic exfoliator that kind of cleans off the surface oils and starts roughing up and cleaning up the dead skin cells. Then you've got a physical exfoliant in this formula to help remove those dead skin cells. And then there's a chemical formula, AHA, which I believe is lactic acid and glycolic acid, and then BHA, which goes in and cleans a little bit deeper those skin cells and purifies your pores. And then on top of that, it's got stabilized vitamin C that is going to promote brightening and relieve some of the dullness and unevenness in your skin. It has no sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, and no gluten. It's gluten-free for anybody that might be allergic, and it's good for all skin types. My skin is relatively sensitive. I've been using this for several months and I've not had any issue with irritation or breakouts. So far, so good. Like I was mentioning, having the physical exfoliation, like I like the feeling of the beads and the physical scrubbing action, but also the effectiveness of the AHA and BHA as well. So I'll show you all. We'll wait a few more minutes and wash this off. All right, I'm going to rinse this off. Okay, so the instructions on this exfoliant say to use your hands and warm water to remove it. I almost always end up using a towel because clearly, I didn't get it all off. So, I'm gonna get the rest of this off. But as you can see, it'll be really apparent once my face is dry. I can tell that a lot of the debris and dirt and buildup in my pores is gone, and my complexion is less dull. And I don't want to dry my skin completely because I like to apply my serum to wet skin, but I'm just taking a dry paper towel and running it across my face to make sure I don't have any more grit remaining from that exfoliant and that I've gotten it all off. But I can touch my face and feel a visible tactile difference, if that is the correct word, in how my skin felt before. It's a little more taut. It's more smooth to the touch. I really like that facial scrub a lot. So next up is the CosRX 6-Peptide Skin Booster Serum. This one I did receive from Influnenster and CosRX in exchange for my honest review, and I have been using it for the last couple of months. So next up is the CosRX 6-Peptide Skin Booster. I did receive this one for free from Influnenster and CosRX in exchange for my honest review. And I've been using this probably since April. I've been using this since April. And this is my first time actually using a CosRX product. I had heard of people who raved about their snail mucin, but I wasn't familiar with the brand. It's another brand that focuses on ingredient-based skincare. They have in-house research and development labs, and they develop their products by concern or by skin type, by the outcome and what you're trying to address in your skin, basically. So this serum is supposed to even skin tone, hydrate the skin, promote firmness and smoothness, pore and sebum care, as well as improve your skin's texture. So, the instructions: after washing your face, take an adequate amount of this product in the first step of skincare and softly spread on the face. Pat it softly to aid absorption and apply multiple layers to deliver abundant efficacy to the skin. So I'm just gonna pump a little bit there. What did they say? Rub it in and then pat. I'm gonna let that layer settle, and while that happens, let's talk a little bit about ingredients. So the focus, like the feature of this particular product, is peptides, which we have mentioned before in a couple different contexts. We talked about it in the Shea Moisture Bond Repair video, as well as more recently in the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide review. But peptides are short chains of amino acids, and amino acids are building blocks of protein. Fun fact, the very first peptide developed in medicine was insulin. Peptides play a lot of important functions in your body, but in the context of skincare, I'll give you an example. Collagen. The molecules of collagen are too big to be absorbed whole by your skin, but collagen peptides can be. So people include, so that's just one example of how companies in skincare use peptides to their advantage in developing their product. Let's do another layer. A little bit more. In terms of the peptides that are present in this particular serum, we have, let's see, SH Polypeptide 121, which is collagen boosting and plumping. Then we have Copper Tripeptide 1, which is a retexturizing peptide. Dipeptide diamino butyryl benzolamide diacetate. Say that 10 times fast. For excess sebum and pore care. Oligopeptide 68 for brightening. And fun fact, oligopeptides are small peptides. They have fewer than 10 amino acids, and because they are smaller, they can get in places that other peptides can't. Then there's palmitoyl tripeptide 8 to soothe and reduce skin sensitivity, and acetyl hexapeptide 8 to smooth fine lines and add firmness. I'm gonna do one more layer. I've never done 3 layers before, but we're gonna do it today. But I can 100% say, even just doing one light layer in the morning, which is normally what I do, I see pretty much every one of those benefits realized in my skin. My skin is more plump, the texture is better. I never really have excess oil, and my skin looks vibrant and it feels firm. So I can say I have been enjoying this clearly enough to keep using it now for almost 4 months. So last but not least is my moisturizer, and tonight I'm going to use the Prevage Multi-Restorative Soft Cream from none other than Elizabeth Arden. And y'all, I got a confession to make. I didn't know Elizabeth Arden was still a thing. Like, for real, seriously. Elizabeth Arden, if I'm not mistaken, as a brand is over 100 years old. It was started by a lady whose real name is Florence Nightingale Graham, and she opened the first red door salon in New York City in like 1920. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. But anyway, it's kind of an old school brand that I just never hear anybody talk about anymore. And I don't remember my mother really using Elizabeth Arden. I don't remember my grandmama using Elizabeth Arden. And it's not a brand that I hear a lot about amongst people of color, amongst black women. But I did, just for kicks, take a look at their website. They still sell makeup, and their current flagship foundation has 40 shades. So what do I know? But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Prevage. So this is supposed to be a lightweight, intensely hydrating cream that is going to work to visibly firm, lift, and strengthen the skin's dermal layer, thermal matrix, while protecting healthy collagen for a visible skin transformation. Ooh, that's a mouthful. So this is it. And we can use it night and day after the Prevage serum. I don't have the Prevage serum. I just have this that was sent to me by Influnenster and Elizabeth Arden. So, yeah. One thing I like about this, pro and con, is this dispenser. I don't typically love jar packaging for moisturizers and stuff like that, because I don't like having to stick my finger in there or try to keep up with a scoop. So this little pump mechanism right here is the ticket. I like that. So I'm just gonna use just a little bit of it. The drawback to pump jars like this is that it's harder to tell when you hit the bottom, and a lot of times companies will stiff you that way. Like, this bottle is this big and there might be a bottle that's like half this size on the inside. But I digress. I like the concept of the pump bottle. I can say, using this for the past 4 months, that I do like this cream. It doesn't have a scent, and for what it's worth, this didn't have a scent either, nor did this. But it is relatively lightweight. It's very emollient, and I've not had any sensitivity to it. Now, if I'm 100% honest, if you just like luxury skincare and you like Elizabeth Arden or whomever, go for it. It's not a bad product whatsoever. But other than that, I would tell you to save your coins. Like, this retails for $137. $137. And I don't find that it performs significantly better than some of my lower priced prestige or even some of my drugstore products. Like, it's alright, but I wouldn't go out of my way unless you're just into luxury skincare to get this particular product. But hey, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or not buy. I'm just here to give you the information to make an informed decision. So I'm gonna come back in the morning and just give you guys some final thoughts. But my skin is pampered, prepped, and I'm feeling good. Good night. All right, so on a whole, I have actually been using these products since April. I think I've been using these since April, so a whole 4 months. And for all the skincare that I have received and the products that I've tried, it's a really good sign when I continue to use a product that long. I've continued to have good results from the 6-peptide skin booster. I love the fact that you can use it as a substitute for toner. So I've been able to cut an extra, somewhat unnecessary step out of my routine. And yeah, I really enjoy this CosRX serum. In terms of the Murad Vita C facial, I did mention this before, but the first prestige exfoliant I ever used was the Murad peel that they used to make in this particular collection. And I loved it. I think they discontinued it and I couldn't get it anymore. This definitely gives me the same quality of results as I used to get from their peel. It's probably the favorite exfoliant I have used ever. Probably behind that peel, maybe the second best exfoliant I've ever used. So great results from this. The Prevage Multi-Restorative Soft Cream, it works. Like I mentioned before, I don't think I would go and pay $137 for this, but if you have $137 for this and you want to spend it, it's not bad. It hasn't broken my skin out. I do get good results from it, but I can't necessarily say that it's something to write home about. Like, quiet as it's kept, I will wait till it comes to TJ Maxx. Don't tell them I said that though. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think of these products. Have you tried them? Would you try them? What are y'all using in y'all skincare routines? Inquiring minds want to know. And as always, if you are interested in these products, I invite you to shop my shelf. If you make a purchase from shopping my shelf, then I might receive a small commission at no additional charge to you. That's one way that you can support this channel so that I can continue to bring you content like this. Also, if you like the video, and I invite you to subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you can know the next time I release some new content. That is a way to support my channel for absolutely $0, free 99. So until next time, you all do what you love what you do, and don't forget to take care of you. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.